rise and shine. We're back on Eastern Island time right here at Tiki Man Radio, TikiManRadio.com, your coastal Americana radio station. Happy Friday to you, everybody. We made it. Everything's going to be okay. Happy Friday to you, everybody. Hope everybody's doing fabulous. And, man, everything going wild crazy this morning. But happy Friday to you. Hope you're doing fabulous. And happy welcome first day of spring. Let me see if I can get my partner in crime in here. And he's a little blurry today, but hopefully his mic will be just fine. How you doing, man? Johnny, can you hear me? Johnny B. Well, let's see here. Yeah, Johnny, I can't hear you at all, man. Well, happy Friday to you, everybody. Hope everybody's doing fabulous out there. And, man, we are so glad to have our new sponsor, Dockmate, on board. We'll get all these technical difficulties wrapped up here shortly, but he's just talking away, and he can't hear me, and I can't hear him. So we'll put him back in here and let him get on with that and see if we can figure it out. But anyway, so... Yeah, it is Friday. It's the first day of spring. Man, I have had a fantastic week. Got out in the yard, and last Saturday we had a movie night at the Tiki Bar, which is where we bring in a group of friends, you know, throw some hamburgers on the grill. This particular night we had pizza brought in and put a movie on in the Tiki Bar, and we got some great surround sound out there. So we have a lot of fun with that. And then, of course, we had a good show on Sunday, and then Monday we had all four seasons in like 12 hours, right? About 3 o'clock in the morning, that big band of storms came across Tennessee, and they about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I mean, it was rough. Tornadoes, all kinds of stuff going on, and then the temperature behind that dropped like 40 degrees. And then when the sun came up, it started snowing. We had all four seasons, and then, of course, by noon, all of it was gone. Stayed cold all day on Monday, and today it's going to be 85 degrees. So that's old man winter just letting us know just how important he still is and how he's not ready to always go away. So, but I hope everybody else is doing good out there. It is spring. We made it. We made it. My God, it's been a crazy winter. I see Callie McCool is out there this morning. Good morning to you, brother. I hope you're doing fabulous. Let's see here. Uncle Alex is out there from Boca. Happy Friday to you. Donna's out there this morning. And, of course, it's Bobsled Bob's birthday today. So happy birthday to Bobsled Bob. Let's see here. We'll be when done. I should have blocked the calendar. Yes, no doubt about it. Hopefully we can get Johnny B back on here, but right now we're going to take care of our sponsor, Dockmate, and we're so excited about. I've been chatting with those guys all morning long about what we're going to do is have them on at least once a month. That's kind of our deal, and we'll have a different representative from Dockmate that comes on every. Let me see if I can get Johnny back in here. Johnny, are you there?
Yes, sir. Good morning, everybody.
Listen, man, when it says put in more quarters, you got to put in more quarters.
I think that's what it is, Danny. Hey, I just want to say happy Friday, everybody. The sun is shining. The weather is sweet. I'm here at the Tiki Bar. Shall I save you a seat, baby? It's going to be a great weekend.
Well, I was going to tell everybody, you were a little bit late to the show because you were bartending over at the Tiki Bar there. And, it was a crowded day. So, you was having a hard time getting away. But we're glad you were able to join us.
Yeah, I tell you what, you got to take care of the patrons, you got to take care of the listeners, but we got it, we're all good, man. It's going to be a great day and a great weekend coming up.
You got to love all this technology, man.
Yeah, I don't, that's the way it goes. You walk in here, you take a deep breath, and poof, everything goes wrong, man.
Well, happy first day of spring. I was just talking to everybody else about that. Hopefully, spring has sprung up in the mountains of western Maryland.
Well, I got to tell you what, I think we're headed into the 50s today, 60s tomorrow. Oh, my goodness, it's like a heat wave, man.
Well, I was telling everybody else that we had all four seasons on Monday. About 3 o'clock in the morning, we had tornadoes, thunderstorms rolling through here. A lot of power outages, a lot of tree limbs down, all that kind of stuff. And then when that came through, after that, the temperature dropped like 46 degrees, and it was snowing by 11 o'clock. And today it's going to be 85 degrees. So,
oh, my God. Man, Danny, is that why you sent me the pic? You were getting your toenails did.
Yep.
And I guess you're getting ready for a big weekend.
Listen. Again, you still need to get your toes did, but I highly recommend it. But it helps me sleep a lot better. But you can't be walking around with ugly toes, man. It's flip flop season now here in Tennessee, and you can't be having your ugly toes out there like that. People don't want to see them old crusty feet.
Hey, look, mine are all groomed and taken care of. All right, I'm good. I'm proud to wear my flip flops and lay by the pool and show them bad boys off. At least, I'll keep doing it as long as I can do it. But like you said, there will come a time, John, that you're not going to be able to go down there and do that.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
Yeah, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you, but I'm still doing it, hanging in there.
And that day may never come, but if it does, you'll remember my words, Johnny. You're not going to be able to do this forever.
Yeah, and I'll be one morning I'll wake up and say, "Damn, Danny, you were right."
Let me see if I can adjust my mic a little bit here. Hello.
Check 1 2 1 2. Yeah, I tell you what, I'm so happy to be here today, and I always love saying, this show brought to you by Dockmate USA.
That's right.
I gotta come up with that copy, but brought to you by. I'm going to keep working on that one, but I'll tell you what, my girlfriend Robin and I were talking. We said maybe they should come out with an RV mate. You ever seen people try to back up an RV? Now that there will definitely save a marriage.
Well, if anybody can do it, those guys can. That's for sure. Because the technology they have with Dockmate is amazing. And I was just chatting with them this morning. Let's see here. Of course, we had Bill on last time. Josh Taylor is going to be joining us next. He's going to be. They're going to let me know what date. I gave them the dates of the 1st and the 2nd of April, and they pick a date, whichever it is. They're welcome to come on board, and we will have a different perspective. That helps us. I was just explaining to them in email like 5 minutes ago. That helps us be able to talk about Dockmate when we get different perspectives.
Oh yeah. I want to hear it all.
Yeah, absolutely. Robin Emmerich is out there this morning. Good morning to you. Happy Friday. Happy first day of spring. Let's see here. Paul Kane is out there. Happy Friday to you. Hope you're doing fabulous.
Happy Friday.
If you guys hadn't hit the like button yet, please do so. That helps us out tremendously. And I'm just so glad we got all your I was just about ready to just start winging it, man.
Oh, I got your back, man. Come hell or high water. That's just the way I roll.
Back in the day when we just did radio, right? There's, if you couldn't get the iRig to work right or anything else, to do the crazy interviews or whatever, you could always do the old hold it up to the microphone,
Yeah. Well, nowadays we got to be a video technician on top of all the audio work. So, hey, it's the way it goes.
Yeah. I mean, I could do that. I could put a phone over here and put it on speakerphone, set it up right in front of a microphone like you're here, and have a camera on that. So when you talk, it's
Yeah, we could do that, or I could just come down. Maybe Robin and I should have just came down here and bought that house next door to you.
Yeah.
But taken care of, get up, go to work. That's it. Lay by the pool. I'm done.
I'm always freaking out, man, when new neighbors move in next door to me. I never know. You never know what you're going to get, right? And now you're living together. You are living together.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine if we were there? You'd be like, man, what in that? Why is he playing all that loud music over there?
Yeah. There you go. Well, let's take care of our sponsor here, and let's see here. I've got a video I put together for us, and we'll play some music, come back and get regrouped here.
Yeah, man.
Tune in every Friday for Weekdays with the Tiki Man and Johnny B. Streaming live on the Tiki Man Radio YouTube channel, Tiki Man Radio, and Dockside Live. Brought to you by Dockmate. Dockmate is a wireless control system for your boat's engines, pods, thrusters, anchor, and horn that lets you leave the helm and go anywhere on board. It is the ultimate boating companion. Piloting your yacht boils down to driving something that weighs 50,000 pounds through liquid with no brakes. Don't let being stuck at the helm undermine your confidence or compromise your boating experience. Visit dockmate.us. That's dockmate.us. Or visit TikiManRadio.com and click on the logo for Dockmate. Tune in every Friday for Weekdays with the Tiki Man and Johnny B from 11 to 1 p.m. and learn more about Dockmate. And if there's a boat show coming to your town, chances are Dockmate will be there. Go by and check it out. Tell them the Tiki Man sent you. Dockmate, taking the stress out of boating and docking and taking the boating experience to a whole nother level. That's right. Taking the stress out of it for sure. But, it is Friday and it is time to get ready for the weekend. All right. Are you ready? Here we go, everybody.
we set out on the expedition. It was clearly a parrot-head mission. It was a Tuesday, it was a great day, just to be alive. Our newfound musical freedom made for an easy decision. Come Wednesday, we would sleep late, cause we were probably gonna stay all night. Welcome to paradise, the show's about to begin. Welcome to paradise, good to see all my friends. Welcome to paradise, we're dancing in the aisle. Welcome to paradise, miles and miles to smile. Oh yeah! It was deepest, darkest Dallas. Just a few people there were callous. They were grass skirts, Hawaiian shirts, a parking lot paradise party. Saxophone, testosterone, pickups, campers, and motorhomes. 6 strings and diamond rings, everybody ready to sing. Welcome to paradise, you can't stay in your seat. Welcome to paradise, it's that Caribbean beat. Welcome to paradise, it's good to see you, Jimmy, again. Welcome to paradise, sure it's good to see me a friend. Hello, friend. Good to see you again. Enough, so in a few days we called up our family and friends. We fired up the grill in our backyard and we did it all over again. There was cheeseburgers, margaritas, and plenty of wine and some tequila, a bathtub full of beer. Yeah, paradise is here, paradise is here. Welcome to paradise, the party's just begun. Welcome to paradise, hand me that bottle of rum. Welcome to paradise, breaking in the slab. Welcome to paradise, body better call a cab. Welcome to paradise, singing by the fire. Welcome to paradise, we're picking our guitars, yes we are.
That's right. Welcome to Paradise, right here. Happy Friday to you. Weekdays with the Tiki Man and Johnny B. Brought to you by Dockmate, your wireless remote control for your boat. It's boating season. Getting ready to kick off. It is here in Tennessee for sure. So everybody around the country will be, venturing out on their boat, getting their boats out of dry dock, getting out, cleaning them up, getting ready to go, and not a better time in the world to learn about Dockmate wireless remote control.
Yeah, man. I tell you what, Dockmate is it. Am I frozen up over there, Danny, or am I just having too much fun over here?
Well, either that or you're getting really slow. Yeah, I think you're
man. That's the early onset of rigor mortis.
It is. It is, man. I tell you.
All right, I'm gonna have to go back out. Come right back in. We'll go right back after this short commercial break.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Pull me out, and I'll be back.
All right, man. Let's see. We'll kick you out of there like it ain't nothing. Boom, bam. There you go. There he goes. Like it wasn't nothing. But anyway. Hope everybody else is doing fine. Did anybody else have any problems with the storm that came across the country? Let us know. And we hope everybody is safe and no damages. I mean, we've had some pretty bad tornadoes that, Tennessee, when I grew up in this town, they told us that tornadoes couldn't get in here because we are surrounded by mountains, literally surrounded by mountains. And they told us that tornadoes couldn't get in here because if they did get in, they wouldn't be able to get out. But that turned out to be a bunch of BS, just kind of like they also told us we only had 12 planets. Now we have like 9,000 of them.
Yeah. I think they pump a lot of that information out. I mean, number one, it's good for public safety, period.
Yeah.
But, they get everybody so ramped up, and they're so all about clickbait today that my phone starts blowing up before these big fronts come through.
Yeah.
And, from different weather channels. And I mean, it's boom, 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 boom. And they're all saying a little something different about, how severe this is going to be, severe Sunday, this, that, and the other. Sometimes you just got to use your common sense.
Yeah, well, I think I've been very public about how I feel about the weather people around here. So, they want to pretend like we're in Chicago, and we're not. And they make it out to be 100% worse than what it's going to be. And then they, it's like they say, it's the only job in the world where you can be wrong 50% of the time and never get fired. But it is what it is. I mean, I got to give them a little bit of credit. They're at 3:00 in the morning, I pull up, they're live, looking at the radar and doing all that stuff, and it was raining pretty hard, a lot of bad weather. We've had a lot of power outages because of this all week long where they've been out fixing things.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's been one thing after another.
I got to tell you what, my weather forecast is always the same. The outlook's calling for cold beer, followed by a few scattered shots of rum with a possible chance of a hangover in the morning.
There you go. I like that.
And you know what? Punxsutawney Phil's been arrested over in West Virginia for all those false predictions. His wife left him. She's down in Florida. And she just said, he's a habitual liar. And over in West Virginia, you get if it's on Facebook, it's got to be real. I saw he got arrested.
Yeah.
In West Virginia for all these. They want to hold him accountable.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. And you're right about the whole clickbait thing. You don't know what's real. You got AI over here creating all kinds of stuff, like a tornado wiping out an entire town. You don't know if it's real or not, and people just freak out. And at 3:00 in the morning, you're just trying to decide: do you need to go down into the chocolate bar or not? You need to, and I'm like, that's just another reason to go down to the chocolate bar. Let's just go down, make some margaritas. Everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I like that, and you're right. The other day, Robin saw a post on Facebook, and there was the spout, tornado spout, looked like it was forming, and they had posted it like it was somewhere local, and no, it was created by AI, and somebody did that as a joke, and that's not funny because I said, you know what? Somebody may be running to their storm shelter at this moment, fall and break a hip, and then, somebody really gets hurt, and that's not funny. So,
yeah.
With AI, everybody just needs to kind of pull back and use common sense.
Common sense. Boy, there's a lost art right there. A little common sense in the world. Oh, my God. If we had a little bit of that.
Well, if you just hang out with Danny and Johnny at the Tiki Bar, life is good. We don't have problems. We really don't.
And now, I get up every morning, I send out a positive message to the world, try to get everybody a little positivity before the sun comes up. Now you've got my voice on it as well, Good morning, everybody, whatever, and it's out there, videos, whatever it is, and then the radio station is pumping 24/7, positive vibes around the world, so there is ways to disconnect from all that negativity and turn on some positivity.
Yeah. I mean, your posts come through, and I'm listening. I'm like, good morning, Zen Master. Fill my heart with wisdom. And it works. I'm telling you. I'm looking at the post here. Callie McCool and Paul J. Kane. He was around in Tiki Island Radio days. Everybody. You tune into Danny's posts because they really are good. I listen to them, and I'm a pretty positive guy. Danny knows that. And, I just like to share my love with the world, but there's times when we all take a little slap down and you need a little pick-me-up. And
sure.
Danny's got it right there. Keep it on your phone. You should create the whole series, put it in one gigantic podcast, just let it roll on my phone, man.
Well, as a matter of fact, you've got that, right? If you go to the podcast and you can just, I'll tell you, I did a little test myself because it helps me to critique my own craft, if you will, because I'm kind of learning something new here with this podcast thing. And so I went back. I was mowing the yard for the first time this week, and so I'm out there mowing the yard, and I listened to you go to the podcast, and it just plays on to the next one, right? So I'm listening to all of them, and I could tell, like early on, I was talking too fast. And, as I went along, I got a little slower, and then how I emphasize things or whatever. So I'm constantly working on trying to make things better.
You know what? Where can we download that app, Danny?
Anywhere you get podcasts, if you've got an Apple phone, you've actually got a podcast icon. It's purple right on your phone right there. And you go there, and that's where all the podcasts are. But anywhere else, wherever, you listen to music, it's on Amazon, it's on Spotify, it's on all kinds of 26 different platforms out there. So basically, you just search it on your phone, the Space Between the Waves podcast, and it'll pop up and tell you where you can watch it at on your particular phone.
I need that. And you need to have a podcast about the Danny box and the Johnny box.
There you go.
Why you should travel with these when you're feeling very stressed.
That's right. Now, if you like,
take the chocolate bar with you.
Yeah. If you're into the video side of these, now that's a whole nother craft, right? Because the videos, the little clips, are going along with what I'm talking about. Now, they're not perfect, but they're pretty close. If it talks about a sailboat, which I talk a lot about sailboats, there'll be a sailboat there. If I'm walking on the beach in the story, then there's probably a guy walking on the beach, Anyway, so there's a playlist on our YouTube channel, Space Between the Waves podcast. That's where they are all archived at, okay? So you can pull that up on your TV and just play it.
Well, when I get up, I'll put on the the wireless headphones, the Bose, and get my phone going and listen to the podcast. That way, I don't wake Robin, but I can lay there in bed and listen to the podcast. Oh, this is really good, man. I'm like, man, I'm starting my day the island way. Yeah, brother, with the Zen Master Tiki. And I love it, man. Keep it going. You're keeping me pumped up.
Well, this all goes back to our Tiki Island radio days, coming out strong every morning like you did, and aloha to everybody, no matter what day it was. It was, hello and goodbye, and bringing the tribe together on Tiki Island. So we're just carrying it on, man, what we're trying to do.
Oh, I tell you what, you're doing a great, excellent job. Excellent. That was a high energy show, and you just, like Ohana just picked it up. You're carrying it and you're rolling with it. You've expanded it, and I've told you that over the years. You've expanded the show and just the whole concept of what we do and what we did when we worked together. I love it, man. Keep it going. And then, here I am. I'm working for Danny. This is great, man. I love it. And brought to you by Dockmate USA.
That's right. Dockmate USA, man. And you can reach out to them at dockmate.us or reach out to them at 954-998-1430. I've got that scrolling across the bottom there so everybody can see it. And, of course, we've got some commercials that are out on the Tiki Man Radio now. We're also on Dockside Live Radio today. We need to remind everybody of that. We're streaming across Dockside Live Radio, Tiki Man Radio, and the Tiki Man Radio YouTube channel. If you're listening to us on the radio and want to see our ugly faces, you can go over there and look at us on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, we could use, today we could have used a little Radio Mate USA. So for anyone who ever wants to get in the radio, all right, and if it's all automated like Dockmate, boom, you'll never have to worry about these problems that we experience. Just walk in and do it. It'll take care of you. One big gigantic AI thing or something. I don't know. But if you let your imagination wander, anything is possible. It's like you said, man, if it can be, it's up to me.
That's right. And, of course, there's a lot of safety features there with Dockmate. We learned a lot about that when we were talking to Bill the other day. And, safety is a big factor in mine. I mean, back when I was in finance for so many years, I remember closing down a $10 million office, or at least moving it, because it was in a bad part of town. And they'd had a robbery next door at the liquor store where somebody got killed. I'm like, that's it. I'm moving this. And everybody thought it was crazy because it was rocking along one of my best branches. But safety for my girls there that was running the office was more important. So we moved it, and everything was fine. Same thing about being on the water. This is where you can walk up to the hem or walk up to the to the bow of the boat with your Dockmate wireless remote control and see that you got plenty of room, or you're close enough, or where you're at. That's helping you. That's safety.
Oh, that is safety first, absolutely. And I've heard of some of the bad accidents of people backing down boats, big boats, and some terrible things have happened because that's why they're called accidents.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But, Dockmate's there to prevent that. You don't have to be at the helm. You can walk around, full visibility. You can see what's going on. I like that. And you don't need people standing over the edge of the boat. And when they, bump it forward, bump it back, that somebody falls overboard. That's dangerous.
or your drunk buddy up there saying, "Oh, you got plenty of room." Bam.
No more Danny Box for him.
Yeah, no more for him. Protect yourself, for God's sakes. Let's see. B-Man is chiming in from Key West. Yes, they have Coastal Confessions coming up tonight at 7 p.m., between 7 and 9, or 7 to whenever. That show can sometimes go to 10, 11 o'clock, depending on how much fun they're having. And there's no, as long as we have Jukebox Saturday kicked in at midnight, then everybody else will be happy. But
I got to tell you what, it's a fun show. I was tuned in one night, and I had it cranked up on the speakers in the studio. And Robin's like, are you having a party back there or something? Like, no, man, I'm listening to a radio show. Great show, man. Love it.
Yeah, and Graham Andrews is chiming in from Uptown Whimsy today. Talked to those guys a little bit this week. We are working on all the shirts. Almost got that deal put together where they'll be, having all of our Tiki Man Radio shirts, and will become our exclusive T-shirt company for us. And so we got to connect all the boxes there. How to put the store and how to order, and that's the detailed part of it. A lot of people don't realize that's behind the scenes, but they're working on it. Yeah, they're working on it, and so we hope to have that up and going. And of course, we had Mark Mulch here in the studio with us Sunday for the Sunday show, and he brought by his coffee. Did you get your coffee by any chance?
No, sir, I did not. I am still waiting for the pack mule to bring it up the mountain, but.
Well, we have three kinds. Let's see here. We have the smooth sailing. Yeah, here you go.
Just pass it on over.
Yeah, here you go. Here, let me put it over there to you. There we go.
I got it. Here.
Yeah, smooth sailing. We got the Bonfire Beach blend and the signature blend. Okay, now I have one problem. It's beans. I don't have a grinder, so.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. Hey, it's fresh. We're just going to have to get a grinder.
Yeah, I mean, I've had to resort to just sticking my head in the box and smelling of it,
I don't have a problem with that.
I'm like, whoa.
I've got two grinders in the kitchen. I got two. I'm ready to rock and roll. You know me and the coffee. But, great, man. That's great. And we watched the whole show. And there were some, as usual, hysterical moments. I got to tell you what, and it was just. I got a lot of notes. I sit there throughout the whole show and take notes. So that was a whole bunch of fun, a great live set, and I think you guys have a great idea with movie night, Mark Mulch, and all that.
Yeah. Well, he's always looking for an opportunity, right? And, this stage that he keeps talking about, I actually made the stage bigger for him this past summer. The stage was fine for, 2 people playing. But, once the word got out that we had built a stage, then the whole band wants to come. So I had to make the stage even bigger. So I made the stage bigger for him. And then when I announced that I'm not having a summer party this year, he's like, man, we can't let that stage go to hell. We got to have to do something. And then when I screwed up and said we had movie night at the Tiki Bar, then that becomes movie night and a concert.
That's just the way we all roll. Birds of a feather flock together. Musicians, radio guys. It's like we don't need much of an excuse to have a party, even if we're watching a movie. It's movie night with Mark Mulch and Danny Lynn and hippie chick at the Tiki Bar. Film at 11. That'll be fun.
Well, movie night is a special night here, and we don't do it very often, not as much as we used to. And this is also one of the things I'm trying to get back to by not having this crazy party where there's 750 people here that I don't get the chance to even spend any time with. So trying to get back to the basics a little bit of the tiki bar, and movie night was one of them. And we just had Kevin and Angel over here, and they brought pizza. We watched 6 days and 7 nights. Old Harrison Ford movie that they're stuck on an island, and the plane goes down. They're on an island, and a perfect tiki bar movie, kind of like Joe versus the volcano. The last time we did it was Joe versus the volcano. So it's got to be something along, some kind of tropical thing.
Yeah.
Our favorite is Fool's Gold. That's an old movie.
Boom, love it.
Yeah.
With Kate Hudson, and the Harrison Ford, seen it. Oh man, I got to take a note here. We'll have to go back to that.
Yeah.
That was a great movie. I love all the island adventure movies.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're outside. We're all around the tiki bar. We have fantastic surround sound out there, and it's perfect for watching a movie. And, especially this time of year, this is something you would do, before it gets really hot in the summertime. It gets really hot in the summertime. You're either in the pool or you're in here in the chocolate bar, and freezing because you just got out of the pool.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what I've told Robin is that, summertime down south is like wintertime. It's kind of reversed because it's so daggone hot that everybody stays inside.
Yeah.
Or they're in a pool. And we have the opposite up here. But I tell you what, on the Sunday show, what was with the princess wave and the, what was up with that, man?
Well, that came out of the Saturday night movie night. We were drinking, of course, Reef Rum, which is our rum company here with Tiki Man Radio, our official rum company. That's all the rum we drink. So naturally, we I had to buy a bottle from Uncle Alex because he brings it up from Florida when he goes down there. Which, by the way, he's down in Florida right now. So if you want some Reef Rum brought back to Tennessee, you need to reach out to him, get your order in. But Uncle Alex is one of these guys who doesn't do Venmo. He doesn't do PayPal. Cash only, man. He wants to meet you in a dark alleyway with a ski mask on so nobody knows that he's getting cash, like, he's being tracked by the man or something. I don't know what the hell. Here's a guy who makes his living off of junk and absolutely will not take money in any other way but cash, So, and I'm like, man, I don't carry cash around because if I have cash on me, everybody wants it. So I just quit carrying it around. But I got all these other ways of doing things. So I had to pay Kevin, and he had to give cash to Uncle Alex just so we could have a bottle of rum. But somewhere in the middle of that story, Angel says, you need to do this. We were talking about the Queen and all this other stuff. And I had to add my own little thing onto it, so... Everybody's like, what the hell is he doing? And that goes back to B-Man down in Key West. So we were changing our shirts. We had different sponsors for different days for the showcase down there. And this one particular day, we had these shirts that we were going to put on. So we're taking our shirts off. And Ed the Train Man took a picture of us without our shirt on. And then ever since then, every time something pops up, like we're in the jungle with elephants and we're, he superimposes us into all these situations or whatever. But there's a picture of me with, we're laughing and cutting up, having a great time. And I've got my finger on B-Man's nipple going. Well, Ed caught that picture, and now we're superimposed into all kinds of funny situations anytime he's in the mood to do it. So,
oh my God,
everything has a story. Yeah,
and superimposed everywhere. See, Danny, I told you, back in the day when we took all those pictures, it wasn't for vanity; it was for marketing. And now look, you got other people taking crazy pictures of you, and they're doing the marketing too.
Yeah,
And once they learn how to use AI and just tell AI, I want the character, the Tiki Man, to go blah 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 blah, blah wave his left hand. That's it, brother. You're cooked. You're done for life. It'll be out there forever on the internet.
Yeah, somebody puts that into AI. Have Tiki Man playing with B Man's nipple. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know if we want all that out into the universe. I really don't, but
speaking of the universe, I know you're getting your T-shirts done.
Yes.
Just an idea. You got to have the tiki sitting down on the beach doing the meditational
yeah. In my
Zen Master Tiki Man.
Yeah, in my natural habitat. Yeah.
Yeah, natural habitat. I thought that would be cool, man. But you got to be careful with all the AI. And you know what I found this morning?
What?
I found a YouTube video. An Irish band created it with Ronnie Van Zant. Looks like he's in Ireland, and he's singing Simple Man. But there's still photos, and Ronnie's on a horse, he's on a tractor, he's on a motorcycle, and it looks all so real. It's incredible. But the Irish band singing it did an outstanding job.
Well, good, man.
He did him justice, but you never know about that AI.
You never know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I have not done the whole profile picture that everybody does on Facebook with the AI thing or whatever. I just don't like all that stuff, but whatever.
I don't do much Facebook anymore. I had to make a living with it. He did him justice, but you never know about that AI.
Whoop.
You never know. Yeah, I mean.
Hold on a minute here. There we go. I guess I hit the volume.
Coming back on me.
Yeah, I hit the volume. I got my iPad here, and I hit the volume on my coffee cup. So
I got my notes here, all about the Sunday show.
Yeah.
And oh boy, I tell you what a great show! It's like Good Morning America on Sundays on the beach, and we have a blast. Mimosas are watching, the Tiki Man and Hippie Chick, and having a blast, and we just let it roll, man. We're sitting right there and just loving it, But Mark Mulch, great job. He's doing, the performance in the studio there was just wonderful. Love those sunglasses.
Yeah, how did it sound, from a radio kind of guy? How did the sound come across?
Well, it sounded normal, like in a radio station.
Okay, good.
I think it sounded fine. Any live thing in a station's always going to sound different from what you hear in a recording. We've both done a lot of that, and that's live. It doesn't matter. You can put Jimmy Buffett in there, and he's not going to sound like the studio.
Yeah.
Well, Zach Brown, I should say, but anybody, you're not going to sound like a studio recording.
Sure.
But I enjoyed it, and I love live music just like that. I like it raw, uncut, in the moment, in a bar. I don't care. It doesn't need to be mixed up or compressed. I like music and entertainment.
Well, that was one of the reasons that I built the studio, was that I wanted people, not only artists, to come here and be interviewed in a comfortable setting, but be able to play if they wanted to. I mean, we've had... like Dave Freeman, he's got his keyboard. He just sets it right here on the table. We plug it right into the board, and he can sing right into the microphone. So, we got all the technology we need, and we've advanced it to where we can try to make it as best as we can. It's not perfect, but at least we're trying out there. I see our producer Monica is out there. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing fabulous. Let's see here. Phil is out there. Phil has the new business that he sponsors on Tiki Man Radio, where you can become your own appliance repair tech through his school. And he is out there right now. I was just chatting with him on email. I was like, man, I was trying to get you on the Sunday show, but I think he's going to be tied up. He says, I've been lazy for the last 3 weeks. I got back from Florida. Music on the Bay, tropical withdrawal depression syndrome. I got you there, man.
Oh, Lord, man. Tune into the station, brother. We'll pick you up.
Yeah.
All right.
I did talk to him on the phone while he was down there, and, of course, he met the crew and said they did an outstanding job, and they did do a great job. I only work with the best of the best, which is why Johnny B is here with me now. So.
Oh, you are too kind. Thank you, brother. Yeah. I don't take, I wouldn't do this for anybody. I'm happy to be here with you. That's the way we roll.
Yeah, we're having fun, man. We're having fun.
Yeah. I love it, and so happy to have me. I mean, that you're having me here. Thank you.
Yeah. It's nice to be had, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I tell you what, man. I'm thinking of appliance repair, all that, and all the things that need to be done around here. But I'll get to them when I get to them.
You guys got plans this weekend?
Not sure yet. Next weekend, Robin's birthday's coming up, and we're going to do a few things. But around here this weekend, no, it's pretty laid back here in the mountains.
So yesterday, I got out of the house for the first time in I don't know how long, and I try to get it all done at one time now. I mean, I spent my whole life leaving here and going somewhere. Now I work here and go when I have to. And so, I went, got a haircut, and got my toes did. And then I had to go over to Home Depot and had to go into Walmart, which I hate going to Walmart. But had to get up, pick up a few things. I mean, just as soon as I walked out of the house, Ed the train man sends me a message, says, "Hey, radio station's down." I'm like, I've been in that room for 2 weeks, and as soon as I leave, I guess it's it's feeling bad because I left it alone or something, But again, they're working on the power and all that stuff, and we have backup batteries, but they're only good for about 30 to 40 minutes. Which really fixes that on-off real quick thing that happens a lot with power. And, but after that, it shuts down. We can't do anything about it till it comes back up. But I had to walk the hippie chick through how to do it, which she's done many times. But to get the radio station back on, so I didn't have to run over here and do that. But tonight, we're going out to get some Mexican, and, we... I feel like, every Mexican restaurant should be called the Mexican restaurant, because nobody ever calls it by the Juan Pablo's or whatever it is. It's, whatever the name is, they always say, "You want to get some Mexican tonight?" "Yeah, let's go to the Mexican restaurant over here." That's all they say. So they order it just to all be called the Mexican restaurant, as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
But
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah, we're going to do that tonight. I love some Chinese and I love some Mexican food, and so we're going to do that tonight.
Well, when you were talking about skydiving on the Sunday show, now are you gonna have other people with a GoPro cam on, and you're going to do the wave and go as you fall through the sky, and maybe Ed the Train Man will get that video too?
Well, there ain't no way in hell that Ed the Train Man's going to get up there. And we talked to Mark Mulch. I'm like, there's no way you can get up there with all that hair. It'll get tangled up in all the parachutes, and we'll all die. So we can't have that either. But. This started out as me and Tim, the bodyguard, which, by the way, he had a birthday this week. Happy birthday to him. And as I said earlier, it's Bobsled Bob's birthday today. So happy birthday to him as well. But, Tim and I, Tim just had his birthday. He turned 60. I'll be turning 60. So that was what we're going to do, jump out of a perfectly good airplane for our 60th birthday. And so we're waiting on the guy to get back from Thailand, who owns the company. He goes there during the wintertime and then comes back in the springtime. I'm like, well, it's spring, okay? It's spring now. What's the excuse now? Come on back. So when he gets back, we'll touch base with him and see if we can work out a deal.
Oh, man. I tell you what, I'd love to do it. I don't know if my doctors will give me a clearance, but that would be a blast. That would be a total blast.
Well, we had a gentleman here who's well into his 80s that did it with this particular company. He's actually the uncle of Mo and Ann that, were always on the show, lives here in Chattanooga. He came into the studio and said, "Man, you need to do it. It's the best thing ever, So he's well into his 80s. So now we can't be like, I don't know, man, I'm a little scared. We have to go do it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's like a double don't dare. Got to be done. I wonder, do people wear Depends up there or anything if they get nervous?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just going to try to figure out how to get my my shades glued to my head, But tonight we're going to venture out, get us a little guacamole. We're going to have some fun tonight, get some Mexican food.
I met her at the Mercado. She's buying avocados. My pepper, I grabbed her tomatoes. I knew it wouldn't be very long. She walked to the mesa. I got my cerveza. I picked up the onions and lemons. And the way she looked at me, man, I could clearly said, wait a minute, honey, I believe this one is on me. We got in my pickup, we started to back up, we headed on down the road. We went to Mecasa, ate tortillas de masa, and made guacamole all night long. Guacamole, 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 guacamole. We've been making guacamole all night long. Guacamole, 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 guacamole. We've been making guacamole all night long. Shining, sweet and iron, we skanking. Move your feet if you really believe that sunshine reggae is the new thing. I see our children dancing. Please stop all the hating. All they need is for you and me to believe they can be who they want to be. Don't ask me how I know. All I need is you to know. From you, teach the world that they can show love to. The love that comes from you. Teach the world that they can show love to. Ooh. And let me hear you say, smelling barbecues burning, hearing the laughing and singing. Feels like magic to me. The feeling of freedom hits me. This is the life that we live in. We must show love to our children. Young and easily influenced, a product of our environment. Don't ask me how I know. All I need is you to know. The love that comes from you teaches the world that they can show love to. The love that comes from you teaches the world that they can show love to.
my pickup for a Mexican vacation. I didn't know the language, but I quickly learned to say una más cerveza, por favor, señorita. 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 Well, I kept right on driving until I hit the ocean. Found a small cantina down on Monterey Way. I met up with a girl down there, but she did not speak the English. I probably could have had her too, but all I knew how to say was una más cerveza, por favor, señorita. 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 Well, I woke up the next morning and I knew that I was in trouble. I was extremely naked, lying face down in the sand. Well, I stumbled to my feet and started looking for my old pickup. I would have asked for help, but I knew all they'd understand is una más cerveza, por favor, señorita. 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 So if your life is kinda hectic and you're having trouble sleeping, think you're going crazy and you need to get away, the thought has crossed your mind about heading out for the border. Well, let me tell you something, boy, all you need to know how to say is una más cerveza, por favor, señorita. 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 Oh, let's all sing together now.
Do you like a good murder mystery? Let me tell you about the Sheridan Nash Mystery Series, set in the heart of Nashville, by E. Travers, Beth Travers' evil twin. You know, working as a musician is tough work. Sometimes you need side gigs. And in these 2 new installments by the Sheridan Nash Mystery Series, the older the violin, sweeter the music. And Sing Crazy, we find out what's happening in the dark shadows of Nashville. Both books out now, available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Playing music by day and solving murder mysteries by night. I guess a girl has to do what a girl has to do. Get your copies today. Find out what happens at night in Nashville when nobody else is looking. With E. Travers, Beth Travers' evil twin. Available now. That's right. Get yours today. And, man, I'm so excited to work with Beth on her new books and get the word out there where everybody can pick up their copy of the Sheridan Nash Mystery Series.
I got to tell you what, yeah, I have got to get my copy because, you know, I'm looking at the video monitor over here, which is about 10 seconds behind. And, wow, you did a great job, bro. I got to tell you what, man, you are, you know, the ad guy. You're like Zen Master Tiki Advertising Agency.
Well, that's true. You know? That's all I do, man.
Yeah.
That's and thanks to the idiots that I used to work for, now I can do it full time.
Oh, yeah. You know, you got to give thanks. You know, send them a letter. Hey, thank you so much for your stupidity. But thank you. You know, one door closes, a big one opens, and there you go. You are now Tiki everything. The ad executive, Zen Master Tiki, you know, Dockmate USA. You got it all going on, brother. You got it all going on.
Yeah, I've got I did an interview with a magazine that's going to be coming out, and I can't give a lot of details about that. They want to keep it on the down low. But the question is, so tell us everything that you do. I'm like, everything? Well, let's see here.
How many days do you have?
Yeah, how many days do you have? You know, I mean, I've got a lot of hats that I wear, you know, so, you know, it is what it is. Well, there's the 12 o'clock horn. It's lunchtime, you know. In the mood for some Mexican food. Had to play some of that guacamole music while we were in the break there. Oh, man. Guacamole.
Guacamole music. Ooh, uno más cerveza, por favor. I mean, you're teasing me here with all the beach cams and the Panama City beach cams and the cocktails, the blue water. And I'm like, you know, Robin and I have been talking, you know, what would it be like if we actually moved south?
Yeah.
You know, I'd say, well, I'm getting too old to pack up the house. We're just going to have to leave it here and go down there for the winter or something. But, oh, yeah. And I mean, that's a big tease. Cocktails. I mean, you know what? I got to get my Danny box out. Hold on.
Well, it would be nice if we could get you guys down here sometime. We could do the show live here in the studio, you know, and, you know, that'd be fantastic to have you here live, and you could see the whole operation. We'll have a movie night out to Tiki Bar, jump in a hot tub, whatever, you know, so it'll be good.
Yeah, but I think that's entrapment because you're just trying to get me down there to get my toenails did. You know, that's the big fear.
I'll go with you, Johnny. I mean, you got to get your toes did, man. You got to get your toes did. I keep telling you, man, I would never steer you wrong. You got to get your toes did.
Yeah, I can see it now. I'll be sitting at the Tiki Bar by the pool, and all of a sudden, here comes the Asian lady. We're going to do your toenails.
Oh, we going to do your toenails? You know.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, but and thank you for that invite. You know, I've been there. Robin hasn't, but I'd love to. I mean, we got a lot of old times to catch up on, and you know, I'm getting used to everything here, this new life, and boy, I'm looking forward to a lot more here in the future.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to try to make it over to Malta this year and check it out. I'm so excited about Malta. I really do believe that's where I'm going to retire to at some point in time or another, and you know, walk down to the hot spring and just jump in there and relax and enjoy the morning. You know, you know, it's one of the islands out there that doesn't get a lot of hurricanes at all. And, you know, speaking of, you know, being in Malta, you're just an hour away from Paris, you know, all that stuff. You know, you can take a boat over to Paris, you know, and but my daughter Julie and my granddaughter Maya have been in London and Paris all week long doing the sticker tour, you know. So they've been putting stickers all over London and Paris. And we have finally made it. Yeah, we have finally made it in one of those red phone booths in London, and they were putting stickers. And every time they put a sticker up, they got all the kids. They got like 12 or 15 of those kids over there, and they're all putting up stickers. And so far, nobody's got arrested.
Oh man, I think that's really cool. That is cool. You know, you could end up in Malta. I don't know where I could be. Who knows? You know, we've been talking about that. You know, we're all getting a little bit older, Danny. There's only so many years left ahead of us.
That's right. That's right.
And I'm getting too old for the cold.
But I tell you, I'm having the time of my life right now. I really am. And I'm so blessed to have so many good people around me like you and all the crew here at Tiki Man Radio and all the people and partners that I work with. And I'm just so excited to have everybody out there and just having a good time, man. I mean, I'm not dead yet, so I'm still kicking right along. That shot from Panama City down at the let me see if I can pull it back up here right quick. Sandpiper live cam. I don't know. I'll pull it back up during the break, but. So that's another project I'm working on because, you know, we talked about this in the beginning with these marinas. We can tap into their live cams and have them playing during the show when we're playing music and whatnot. Well, Sandpiper down in Panama City is one of my old haunts that I used to stay at all the time. It's right at the end of Panama City, Laguna Beach, before you know, right there where it starts. And they have a web cam, all right? So you have to go on their website to see it. It's called the Fun Cam. They got one at South Beach. They got one looking at the beach this way, but the Fun Cam is that walk coming up through there. So a couple of weeks ago, I went onto their website and streamed those live cams on our YouTube channel and then put that little banner across there. You should go, and here's how to reach out, book your trip, doing all that stuff. And now our ambassador of all great things, Michelle Myers, and Tim, the bodyguard, have moved to Panama City. So I've got her on a reconnaissance mission to go and show them these videos on YouTube because it's such a missed opportunity that they have. Nobody's going on their website and looking at those cams all the time. But if they're streaming live on YouTube, everybody's looking at them, and they want to go to the Sandpiper.
I wonder if they caught me on camera. That Sandpiper, wasn't that the hotel I couldn't find one night?
No, that was, what was the name of that place? I don't know. I just remember you dragging that big-ass case of equipment up through there. I can't remember what the name of it was now, but the Reef. Yeah, it was the Reef.
The Reef, yeah. You know, things were happening so fast, you know, you fly in, you fly out. And that was a quick trip. And I got there and I'm like, where did he say we're staying? I couldn't even find it. But at the end of the night, I'm like, holy gee, I did the walk. I did that whole walk with equipment. I'm like, where is this hotel?
Well, we took off to get something to eat, and you wanted to spend time with Jimmy Parrish. And I'm like, well, he'll be fine, you know. I figured you'd be okay. But then I see you dragging that equipment up. I'm like, holy crap, man. I didn't mean to leave you there, you know. But
oh, no, I didn't think that at all. I just got a tour of the town, you know. I'm just living in the moment. Like, where are we? All right, you know, where is that hotel? What did he say? Where are we? What room number? You know, I walked in a few. Hey, do you have the name John Bosco registered? No, we don't have. Okay, I'm in the wrong hotel.
I'm in a hotel, you know. You'd be surprised how many of your hotels start out with a reef or a palm tree or something, you know. But
yeah, that was a long travel day. Flying into Atlanta, driving down to Panama City, and then did a quick turnaround and right back out, man.
Yeah, brought your daughter down and cameraman with her, and everybody had a good time down there.
Oh, it was a great time.
Yes, St. Patrick's Day was Tuesday. We didn't do a whole lot Tuesday. We the weather wasn't that good, and we've been watching this new series on Apple TV called Shrinking, and it's got Harrison Ford in it, who plays a shrink who has tremors. I forget what it's called.
Parkinson's.
He has Parkinson's, and But he is a shrink and who has Parkinson's, and at some time or another they get Michael J. Fox on there as one of the patients. So it's really funny. Just a cast of characters, and it's a funny show. And so we were watching that and just kind of chilling, relaxing.
And that's cool because it takes some really talented writers to be able to bring some humor out of that whole situation.
Yeah.
Once again, we're getting older, Danny. You may be going to Malta. Maybe I can come down to your place. We'll stay there for the winter. You go to Malta. We'll just keep circling around for a couple of years till we figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll come down there and host the shows. You go to Malta and do some check-ins, and I'll be there in the studio.
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong, right?
Yeah, we'll take care of the house, too.
Let's see here. Josh with Dockmate is out there. He's listening in on the show. Josh Taylor, he's going to be joining us. He's going to let me know about the dates. It's either going to be, I had the calendar pulled up here a little while ago, but let's see here. It's going to be either the 3rd or the 10th, and I gave him all the information. And so glad to have those guys on board with Dockmate, wireless remote control. And, having them come in every month and give us some new information, talk about the boat shows that they got coming up and whatnot. And, we're excited to be working with them.
Oh, heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. When I was a kid, I used to love going to boat shows and, and get to see all the new, not only the boats, but the technology. And now all of a sudden you got Dockmate USA.
Yeah.
I would just like to go to a boat show, come across one of the representatives and say, love your product. We promote it on Tiki Man Radio. It's outstanding. And I grew up in a fishing family, professional fishing family. And boy, I tell you what, I've seen that many a day at the docks, and I'd be there for the lines, and they're backing down a 62 or 72 or whatever, running boats for, business owners. And it would have been so much easier if the captain had the opportunity just to have a handheld instead of being poised there on the bridge, turned around, and that's a skill set in and of itself. But it's so much easier. Doc.
Yeah, and they were just at the St. Petersburg Power and Sailboat Show in January, and I was looking at their website. They got another one coming up, but they don't have it updated on their events. I probably need to tell them to do that. But we did mention it. I want to say it's next weekend. It'll pop up here in just a second.
Boy, I tell you what, it would be great. Maybe we should just team up and, go out with them a few times, do some live shows. That would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that really would.
Well, Dockside Live, Brian Burns, that's how we met Dockmate. He was at a boat show down at Jacksonville, I believe, and struck up a conversation with these guys. And he is instrumental in making this deal happen. And we're very, very thankful for that. And
absolutely.
So now we're both radio stations are taking care of Dockmate for the next year, and we're so happy to have them call in every month.
Well, I got to tell you something. My girlfriend Robin came up with a great name for a show called Dockside of the Moon.
Dockside of the Moon.
Brought to you by Dockside USA.
Yeah, Dockside of the Moon.
Dockside of the Moon. Oh, wouldn't that be cool? Just open it up with a Pink Floyd song.
Yeah, yeah. A little boat. A little boat and an imaginary waterfall on the moon or something. I don't know. We really don't know what's on the other side, so
yeah,
it could be all tropical over there. We've been looking at the bad side all these years, Could be like Hawaii on the other side.
Yeah, it could be. If you had the remote and the dockside remote, we could have been over to the dock side of the moon, A little different.
I'll meet you on the dark side of the moon.
Meet you on the dock side of the moon.
Dock side of the moon. Yeah.
I like it. We ought to do it, Danny. Boat Show Radio brought to you by Dockside USA.
Yeah.
The idea is just rolling out, and that's even without a drink yet.
Well, we plan on, since it's going to be so warm, like I said, it's going to be in the 80s this weekend. And so there's got a little patio out there where you can have your Mexican food outside. So we may go out there, have a couple of margaritas tonight and, just chill, man. Relax, get out of this house.
Oh, I tell you what, I'm with you. But I don't know what we're going to do. Her birthday's coming up. I already have reservations at a nice place, and but now you got me thinking. It might be nice to get off the mountain. Take the pack mule down and pick up the truck.
Yeah. We got to get a grinder for this, and I hope to be working with these guys soon. We had a long conversation out at the Tiki Bar. We cooked after the show. We cooked hamburgers and hot dogs and hamburgers at the Tiki Bar, and the race came on about 3 or 4 o'clock. By that time, everybody was gone, but we cooked a hamburger for Mark Mulch and had a little conversation with him, and him and James are going to get together and work out and see because they originally reached out to us about being a sponsor of the Weekdays show, and so we hope to have those guys on board whenever they get ready.
Well, I hope they're ready soon. We think the world of both of them,
Yeah.
Mark and Manalo.
Yeah.
And we really hit it off. Mark was our very first interview here on Weekdays.
That's right.
And we hit it off with Mark, and he's got a brewery. He's involved with a brewery, his nephew's brewery.
Mm-hmm.
And they might need a little pick-me-up, too. We'd have to sample some of that beer as usual, send it on over to, Tiki Man Radio and Johnny B. And, we'll get that on the air, too.
Yeah, absolutely. And I got some information about the Tiki Man Radio Escape to Paradise 2027 that I'm going to be talking about on the Sunday show this week from Joe Leo. That's a cruise. This will be the first time we take a cruise. We went down to Jamaica. We've been to Dominican Republic. We've been down to Mexico, Costa Rica. The Bahamas is on the schedule this year, but just not as a group. We've got about, 8 of them going down there for that. And then we're regrouping and going on a cruise, which is Joe Leo's specialty, cruise planners. Joe Leo with JBL Travel is our official travel company here at Tiki Man Radio. And and they specialize in cruises. So it's only natural that we go on a cruise with Joe Leo, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
We've really enjoyed... Yeah, we've always enjoyed the all-inclusive resorts. I have had a fantastic time. I saw a lot of people and had a lot of fun, and the group always has a lot of fun. But now it's time to do a cruise, and I really, at some point in time or another, want to go on that Alaskan cruise that he was talking about.
Yeah, that would be great, man. I'd love to do Alaska and see Alaska.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful country. I obviously couldn't live there. It's a little too cold for me.
Yeah.
I guess you got to grow up there to love it, to live there.
Yeah.
But beautiful country. And, I think what we ought to do is you got to get Mark Mulch and Manalo on the cruise. I know Mark is doing the 50-state tour, but he's got to make it to Hawaii, and he's got to go to Puerto Rico.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Now, if we could do this on a cruise, either way, my mind wanders with ideas. You know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, 50. I mean, that's a pretty big goal right there. But that will keep him busy. And what an accomplishment for an artist to say, "Hey, I've done all 50 states, and now it's time to do all of Europe and all of France." And that's how you get to be big in Japan, is you tour over there.
Yeah. Well, I got to tell you what, that's the way it goes in the business. You got to work, and get it out there. You can't wait for a major label just to pick you up and say, "Oh, we're going to do the marketing and promotion for you."
Yeah.
You got to go out there and do it yourself, and then deal with the rest of that later.
Well, with that hair, he'd be big in Australia, man.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I wish I could grow hair like that, but not anymore.
Well, he came in here, he come in hot, ready for the show. And he told me he's going to be here at 10 o'clock, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then he sends me a text, says, "I'm going to be coming in hot about 10:45. And I'm like, that sounds about right. And we didn't have a lot of time for the makeup girl to fix his hair. It was all tangled up and knotty and everything. So we just had to pull it back and do the best we could.
Yeah, thank goodness we don't have to worry about those problems.
No.
Yeah, and if he goes skydiving with you, they're just going to have to super glue it in place or something. I don't know, tie it down. Yeah,
I'm at the point now where when I get a haircut, I'm like, leave me a little bit, will you?
Mine's falling out so fast. I wake up every morning like, man, my forehead just got a little bigger. What the heck is going on?
I know. The girl does the whole, they do that mirror behind you, so you can see the back of your head, right, in the mirror that you're looking at. And they're like, how's that look? And I'm like, well, it looks like that spot's getting bigger to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too, you know. That's life. That is life, you know. Who cares? And if you're wearing a hat, what the heck? And, you know, when you're on the beach, you should be wearing a hat anyway.
That's right.
Well, at least with all the time that we have spent on the beach over our lifetime.
Yeah.
And then you see what happened with Jimmy Buffett, and that's a big wake-up call for us.
Yeah,
And
well,
I've been burned crisp way too many times. So I don't even cut the grass without a hat. Or I actually wear the Australian hat. Begins with a T. What is that? The Australian Tilly hat.
Oh, yeah, the Tilly hat.
Yeah, I got a Tilly. And I travel with it to the beach, everywhere. That thing's been with me longer than over 30 years I've had that hat.
Well, that's why we need the Tiki Man Radio official sunscreen, you know, something that another company has, and we brand it that way so we don't get sued. But, you know, because I've got the best slogan, you know, if the sun will kill Jimmy Buffett and Bob Marley, it'll kill you too. So wear this, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We've been watching Survivor, and there's a guy on there who is just pasty white. He's older than us. He is on there. They brought him back from a previous season. And I'm like, he is in Fiji. He should be tan and sunburn or something. Nope, he must be wearing Tiki Man sunscreen because he is white and he's in Fiji.
Well, we want you to get a tan and look good. I mean, it's bad for business to have a white Tiki Man. You know, that's true. Right. But, you know, you don't want to. Man, I'll tell you, skin cancer is a thing, and you got to be careful with it. And the sun is only getting hotter, so you know you got to be careful with this stuff.
Don't let these white screens fool you. If I turn this one off or covered the other one, went back to the lights, I might have a little bit of a tan. Right now, I'm just being soaked in white light.
Yeah, I understand. We got a lot of lights here in the studio, but. Coming up tonight, we've got Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle. Make sure you check that out. And then after that, you've got Jukebox Saturday that I'm very excited to announce that Jukebox Saturday will continue, or not Jukebox Saturday, but Lake Winnie will continue to be a sponsor for that show. They reached out to me this week. They got a new company, and that took over the park after 100 years. So I'll tell you a little bit about that when we come back.
Shake up your Friday nights and tune into Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle from 7 to 9 p.m. on the internet at TikiManRadio.com or on Tiki Man Radio YouTube, live from the Beachy Shell Studios in Key West, Florida.
Take a trip back in time to Jukebox Saturday morning. Every Saturday, starting when you get up, Buttercup. Tiki Man Radio opens up the massive archives of the radio station and takes you back to that old shaggy music. Jukebox Saturdays, only on Tiki Man Radio.
Well, I'm on island time, floating all around this to fly. Feel it up, fill my cup with sweet honey. Yeah, you know you steer me up with sweet honey. Every little thing you do, I love and admire. You cool me down, baby, but my heart's on fire. Every sweet thing I say will never expire. For the love I've known, I've never been higher. Feel it up, fill my cup with sweet honey. Yeah, you know you steer me up with sweet honey. You know you fill me up, feel it up, fill my cup with sweet honey. Yeah, you know you steer me up with sweet honey. You fill me up.
Hey everybody, join us for Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Island Time right here on Tiki Man Radio every Sunday. Come over and be part of the show. We'll be streaming live on the Cammy's Grammy Live Cam on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, and get into the chat and be a part of the show. That's Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Island Time right here on Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana radio station.
Autumn, winter, and spring are over. I'm gonna sit down by the sea. Life's gonna be just a little bit slower. Maybe this year she'll notice me. When I look into her eyes, I feel better. And I believe we are in for some beautiful weather. Oh yeah, sunny and warm is the way I like it. Baby, you've got me so excited. Sunny and warm is the way I like it. When I'm falling in love, it ain't no question, it's forever. When the summer is gone, we'll still be together, sunny and warm. Tell all my friends about her. Have a picnic party on the 4th of July. I wouldn't want to go anywhere without her, but I will set her free and let her fly. I ain't got much on my sex appeal, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell her just how I feel. Oh yeah, sunny and warm is the way I like it. Baby, you got me so excited. Sunny and warm is the way I like it. When I'm falling in love, it ain't no question, it's forever. When the summer is gone, we'll still be together, sunny and warm.
Have you ever worked in the appliance business and thought, man, I'd love to have my own appliance repair business, but you just don't know how to get started? Or maybe you're looking into franchise businesses and it takes too much investment to get into it. But let me tell you about Phil, who's been in the appliance business for over 15 years. And with his experience, knowledge, and know-how, he now wants to teach you to have your own appliance business. Fully trained and supported by Phil. Stop investing time in someone else's business. Training with experience and knowledge of the ins and outs of the appliance repair business is the key. For one low cost, Phil provides the training, the knowledge, and the know-how. It's one thing to start your own business, but it's another thing to have the support to do it right for a fraction of the cost of most franchise businesses. Reach out to Phil today at 608-792-2124. That's 608-792-2124 and start owning your future success.
Someone's done you wrong. You thought that your love was strong. Now you're feeling like such a fool. Poor you. You're thinking, maybe if you said goodbye, you'll understand the reason why. The love you had felt so cruel. Oh, but it's alright. Once you get past the pain, you'll find a better love again. So keep your heart open, 'cause love will find a way. Sometimes we all feel a need to change. Our love we have to rearrange and move on to something new. Yeah, it's true. Your dreams feel like they're falling apart. You need to find a brand new start, but you're almost afraid to be true to yourself. Oh, but it's alright. Once you get past the pain, you'll learn to find your love again. So keep your heart open, 'cause love will find a way. Love will find a Yes, and I don't be afraid of yourself. Just move on to something else and let your love shine through again. Yes, 'cause it's alright. Once you get past the pain, you'll learn to find your love again. So keep your heart open, 'cause love will find a way. Yes, it's alright. Once you get past the pain, you'll learn to find your love again. So keep your heart open, 'cause the love will find a way. Oh, yes, it's alright.
That's right. Got to keep your heart open. Love will find a way.
Oh, yes, it's alright.
Till the attorneys show up. Then there's child support and alimony and all that other stuff. And then everything goes to hell after that. But don't worry about that.
Yeah, don't worry about that. They got you covered, man.
Yeah.
Love will find a way. Oh my God, Danny, you're so funny.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You're not jaded, are you? Oh my God. That song, Pablo Cruz, I love that. That puts a time stamp on your life. A lot of music does.
Yep.
And I just remember Pablo Cruz, 8-track, me and my Mustang as a kid. Great memories. Great memories.
Love some Pablo Cruz, man. And, it's one thing. That's one thing that's great about having your own radio station, right? You can put all that good music in there, and that's why we call it coastal Americana music. We don't get boxed in by a certain type of music. We got it all, and you get a variety of that. Good morning or good afternoon to Marty Gentry. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing fabulous, man, and thanks for joining us. And the Bobsled Bob's birthday is today, so happy birthday to Bob. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And we mentioned before we went to the break, the Lake Winnepesaukah has joined back up. Now, there was a little bit of a thing going on with those guys. We celebrated their 100th anniversary as an amusement park last year. All of us went out there. They've been a sponsor of Jukebox Saturday for 4 years. And then we got word that another company had come in and bought it, and I was like, oh, man, that's one thing I loved about it the most. It was a family-owned business for 100 years. That's one of the first amusement parks I ever went to. And I was fortunate enough to take my granddaughter, Ellie, there this past summer and had a great time with her, and she had a blast. She really likes cotton candy, I'll tell you that. But anyway, they got a water they got a water park over there now, and she had a blast over there. And they got kiddie slides and things, and she was living her best life. Here I am. We're standing out in the middle of the amusement park, and I got a bag of cotton candy. We're sitting there on a stool having some cotton candy, and I looked at her, and I'm like, we're living our best life right now. This is it. So we had a great time. So then we got the word that this other company had come in. Now, an amusement park that's been around 100 years, it's tough, man. That's a tough gig to keep all that stuff going. It's a big park, and it's a couple of the owners passed away a couple years ago, and it's been really kind of tough to keep. There's a lot of upkeep that goes into something like that, and. Something bad happens, I don't know, the roller coaster, you're going up it and all of a sudden it breaks and everybody dies. I mean, that's a problem, so.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
Yeah, you gotta walk that old roller coaster every day and make sure all the boards are tightened down and all that stuff, So another company bought them, and that's what they do. They're in the amusement park business, and we were worried about it. We were worried that, this is going to screw up everything, and But they reached out to me yesterday and said, "Hey, Tiki Man, I see you're on the list for one of our sponsors. We want to know if you're still interested in working with the new company." And I'm like, "Absolutely."
Oh my God, yeah.
And
absolutely.
So like a new president of a Parrothead Club, you got to start all over. You got to tell them all about yourself and what the radio station does and all that stuff. And I said, "You guys sponsor Jukebox Saturday, which plays from midnight to noon every Saturday. It's one of our most popular shows in the loop. It's 12 hours." And I was like, I've tried with the former owners and the family business to produce a loop for the park with Jukebox Saturday, where it would play all the time. And, I can do that. I said, it's got all the old commercials in there. There's nothing, I can record 12 hours of that and you just put it on a loop and have it play through all the park. And they're like, we may take you up on that. So maybe working our way into that as well, because I can do some nostalgia Tiki Man Radio commercials and slide that in there too.
Oh my God, man. You are just working it from every angle. This is show business. I love it. This is, yeah. You're at the park. I mean, put it on a loop.
Yeah.
That is excellent. Excellent idea.
You need that music. You need the music of Jukebox Saturday in an amusement park. It's been around for 100 years, for God's sakes. I mean, sometimes you just want to take people and say, let me show you how to be more successful.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and you're doing it. I tell you what, I'm proud of you, brother.
Thanks, man.
You're doing it, and that leads to other great things. You know, you ought to have you could pitch that to the boat show. You know,
there you go.
Music to the boat show. You know, everything from Jimmy Buffett to Eric Stone, and on and on and on, and the lifestyle music that goes with the boating community, and boom, you know, hey, we could be onto something big here. You know, big, like a really big shoe.
Like a really big shoe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it pisses me off to go into a beach bar. Like we've got right here at the marina, Island Cove Marina, they have an Amigos Mexican restaurant, and I won't go in there. I mean, it's like right here on the other side of the lake. I won't go in there because they're playing like KZ106 rock music in there, you know. And first of all, it's a Mexican restaurant. It ought to be playing Mexican music, number one. But the whole thing is just bad. You know, why in the hell do we have a Mexican restaurant on the lake? Okay, this ought to be a beach bar, for God's sakes.
Yeah. Well, there's Mexican restaurants everywhere, you know.
Yeah.
But you're right, it should be a beach bar, beach theme. That's why people are going there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there should be a stage over here, and somebody ought to be playing a damn guitar, for God's sakes.
Yeah, set the mood. You'll sell more booze. You'll sell more food. People have more fun. And, you know, I think, you know, businesses need to understand that, you know, you're not just selling the food, you're selling the lifestyle.
Yeah.
Okay? You're on the waterfront here. So let's sell the lifestyle. That's what's going to make people come back.
That's
You
right.
can get Mexican food anywhere, but you want to sell the lifestyle right here in the spot.
Yeah.
Capture these people, make them come back.
I'm trying to help you here, you know. Well, I see B-Dog is out there today. Thanks for joining us, man. You know, they moved. We had their sending off party, little party, close friends here at the Tiki Bar, and sent them off and to the frozen north. I believe they got there just in time for the snow. And as that big storm was rolling through. But hopefully you guys are doing well. And let's see, let's see, working on getting everything unpacked. So we miss you guys, and but we wish you well in your new adventures in the frozen north. And, you know, all I can do is tell you to wear some warm socks, man. That's all I know to tell you.
Good luck with all of that. And, yeah, I got to tell you what, you never know. It could come back into radio.
Well, you know how people are when they move away, right? You know, like, listen, you know, you're welcome to come up. And I'm like, listen, I'm never coming to Ohio. I'm never coming to Ohio, okay? I don't like your football team, and I don't like the snow. There's no incentive. I mean, I love you guys, and I'd love to see you, but I'm never coming to Ohio. Let's just get that out of the way.
Yeah. The last time I was in Ohio was to do an interview with Nadir Shakur at the Riverbend, was it Amphitheater with Jimmy Buffett and all that. And, yeah, that was the last time I was there, and I don't think I'll be going back.
And God love you guys who live in Ohio, okay? I'm proud of you, and I hope everything goes well. But I just, you know, first of all, do I not like snow? I don't like it when it turns brown and black, and it's piled up on the sidewalk. There are no sidewalks anymore. You know, you just kind of navigate down the street, I guess.
That's when you go get your crusty cone, you know?
Get your crusty cone, yeah. But, yeah, you know. Whatever, you know, but, you know, we miss these guys. They've been down here a long time. We've been friends for a long time. And, of course, they did a great job with Tropical Country here on Tiki Man Radio. And I'm going to miss him being on the Sunday show more than anything because that kind of gives me a little bit of break here. I never know if the hormone pills have kicked in or not. And, you know, they only kick in. You know, I heard her talking to Verona Corona. They touch base all the time. They were talking to each other on Messenger last night, on live video on Messenger. That's how Verona communicates. And so they're talking, and they were talking about the you know, the whole debacle of things that's been going on, and you know, we don't get into politics and all that stuff here, but we were talking about B-Dog and them moving up there, and I was like, man, yeah, we're gonna miss it. But and she's like, you know. She's telling her how her hormone pills are doing, right? And I'm like, they only work at 10:05 on Sunday.
Danny, I'm going to have to come down there and just rescue you.
Yes.
All right. I mean, just have to join you in the studio and balance things out.
Well, B-Dog, once you guys get settled in, and I would love that, Johnny. Once you guys get settled in, we'll get you to video in on the show Sunday one time and tell us. So give us an update on how things are going up there.
Yeah. And if you need any help with the video, I'm learning as we go. I don't know what happened this morning, but hey, we're back, and that was beautiful. You learn. The radio gods keep you on your toes.
Well,
you walk in the studio, I'm like getting ready to send mission control here a message. All systems go, brother. Ready for the show, and poof, and then Danny says, "You look a little blurry."
You look a little blurry.
I'm like, no, it wasn't that kind of night, really. It wasn't. Maybe it's just my eyes, but this really looks blurry.
Well, that's where you take your shades off and you clean your shades, just make sure, And of course, you've had some eye surgery, so I didn't know if it was your eye that you said was blurry or the screen, But then once I saw the screen, I was like, well, it's the screen. It's not his eye.
Oh, it had me going. No, I'm still waiting for the eye surgeries. I got to get 2 of them done. But yeah, I'm looking at that. I'm like, holy crap, man. Something's really wrong with my eyes today.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. That'll blow your mind, It's like, yeah, I've got some serious stuff going on here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, once the snow melts, all that whiteness, you don't realize your eyes are blinded after that, after looking at all that snow.
There you go. I'll throw over a screen over on this one camera. Let's see what happens here. I'm getting blinded. Like white out around here. There you go. Between the snow and all the white monitors in here.
Yeah.
Come on, news. Oh, look, I just got a new shade, a deeper shade.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
Oh my God. All right, that works.
Yeah. So another thing, I had a fantastic week, man. I had so many things, so many projects I was working on. I was working on Beth Travers' new books, which I played that a little while ago. And make sure you go out the Sheridan Nash Mystery Series, and you can go to TikiManRadio.com and click on the Tiki Bar Publishing menu in the menu, and it takes you right there, and her book's at the top. Or you can just search them there on Amazon and at Barnes & Noble. It's a fantastic project these guys are so talented, and I'm so fortunate to be able to work with them on different projects and things. But so I worked on that. I worked on the Dockmate, putting all of our commercials. Every time we change something here, you got to change all the videos, the opening videos, the close videos, the promotional videos, and all that stuff. So I had to do all that. But I had a great week. But I did pick a fight with MeTV.
I saw that. Oh my God. I was doing something around the house, and I saw Hogan's Heroes, and I said, he's pissed.
Yes. So I knew that this was going to happen. They started this about a month ago. I'm watching so just so y'all know, this is how I get through life, okay? Hogan's Heroes comes on at 10 o'clock, back-to-back episodes between 10 and 11, right? And that kind of helps me wind down for the day. All the madness of whatever's going on in the world, it's therapy for me. So they decided they're going to take Hogan's Heroes and move them to Sunday night at midnight, one episode, and replace that whole hour with the Golden Girls. Now listen, I like the old broads from Atlanta too. Okay, I don't have a problem with that. But you can't be messing with Hogan's Heroes. Mess with something else, Gunsmoke or something. I don't care, MASH, whatever, but not Hogan's Heroes. And so, I found that you go over to Pluto and you can watch all of them on demand. They actually have a Hogan's Heroes channel that plays 24/7 on Pluto.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, man.
So,
I'll tell you what, you're filling us with wisdom.
Yeah. So I put that out there, just everybody's, Key West Chris, when they came here and, evacuated for the Hurricane Irma, and stayed here for about 6 weeks. We watched Hogan's Heroes every night. When I'm down in Key West at the Beachy Shell studio, we're watching Hogan's Heroes down there at night. So that's kind of what we do. And a lot of people that I know do the same thing. So when that happened, I felt compelled to put out to the world that this was an issue, and that you never see me do anything negative. And I still try to do it in a positive way. But MeTV chimed in.
Oh, really?
Last night.
Oh.
And let's see here. And I posted that as well. But I posted their response. It says, Danny Lynn, hi, Danny. Thank you for being a fan. We are pleased to share with you that starting Monday, March the 30th, Hogan's Heroes will be rejoining the weekday lineup.
Oh, right.
So I feel like I'm making the world a better place in so many ways, man.
Yes, you are. God bless you. Amen, brother. Amen.
And the funny thing is, Pluto, which you can't go to Pluto TV Facebook page and just post anything, but they made me a top fan for recommending them and telling people to screw me TV, come over to Pluto TV. So my post, though, is on Pluto TV. So they're going backwards and forwards. This was all going on amongst the 714 other projects I had going on. But,
Man, you're an influencer, big time. You are not just a radio guy and pen master. You're vid master. You're postmaster.
Well, they did ask me to remove, MeTV said, we're pleased to make you happy about this. Could you please remove the metvsucks.com hashtag? And I said, you know what? I'll do that. Because, everybody knows that I had this whole debacle going on with, southwestsucks.com or whatever it was now. But anyway, so I had in the hashtag metvsucks.com. And they said, would you please remove that? People are bombarding us wanting to know the website. And I'm like, absolutely, I'll take care of that.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah. When that post came through and, Robin and I were here, I said, uh-oh, he's pissed about something.
AmericanAirlinesSucks.com. That's what it was, AmericanAirlinesSucks.com.
Well, they do too.
Yeah. Yeah, I did a whole segment about that one time. That was funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I wish I had a little time, I'd play it. Maybe we'd play it some other time, but because I don't think you ever saw it. But we were doing segments. Back when Flaz was on the Sunday show with us, we was doing little clips, funny clips and stuff, and it was brought to you by AmericanAirlinesSucks.com. Which we were going to Key West one time, and we got up, and our flight had been delayed and rerouted to Dallas, okay? We're supposed to go to Charlotte, which, again, I highly recommend you never fly into Charlotte. I've never had nothing but bad luck. Anything to do with Charlotte, don't go. Anyway, so they rerouted us to Dallas or Houston. Maybe it was Houston. And with a 6-hour layover. And so we didn't get back to Key West, or we didn't get to Key West till like 9 o'clock that night. And they lost our luggage for 3 days. So I literally had friends giving me clothes to wear while I'm down in Key West. So that started the campaign, AmericanAirlinesSucks.com.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Yeah. They deserve it.
Yeah.
They deserve it.
Yeah, they deserve it.
Oh, my God. You could have drove there quicker.
The only positive thing that happened out of the entire experience when we got to Houston, I'm pissed off. And here comes Sam Rainwater and his wife. And they come over, Tiki Man! We went over, had a beer, and life was great with the world again.
Really?
Yeah.
Sam Rainwater. What a great guy.
Yeah.
Great guy. I've seen those pictures that you posted. But American Airlines, man, a lot of these airlines need to ramp up their game. Because they're all falling behind. Nobody wants to take responsibility for their actions. It's awful.
It's awful. I wish I had. I wished
one of my favorite airports.
Yeah, I wished I had that video I could play for you because it's funny as hell. But I'll try to have it for next week's show.
Oh, that'll be funny. Yeah, I'd like to see that. Maybe you can incorporate some frozen iguanas in there. They had a layover up north, and this would happen on the plane.
Yeah.
Good AI. Frozen iguanas in the plane seats on American Airlines.
Let's see here.
I don't know. Be careful, brother. You don't want to get sued.
Let's do this. Let me see if I can. Hold on just a second here. All right. Let me see if I can capture this right quick, Johnny, and you can look. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Well, let me go back over here. And there we go. Now, let me go down here. Everybody just hang tight with me. We got to do this, Johnny. We got to do this.
I'm looking at it.
All right, hold on just a second here.
I had to remove my sunscreen.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, my goodness. All right. I know we got a black screen, everybody. Just don't chill, don't freak out. All right. Maybe I'll do it here. But it's not going to work. All right. Hold on, everybody. All right. I'll do it next week. It's too much.
Yeah, that'll be fun. You said black screen. You know, I was getting ready to hold this up and say, "Can you see me now, Danny?" I don't know. I think I got a black screen.
Let's see here. American. I hate it when there's nothing I can't do, first of all. But you should be able
that's how I
to.
approached the show this morning.
Let me see if I can get this to. Okay. All right. Oh, here we go. All right. Now then. Okay, Johnny. Watch your pull up your YouTube on your end. Okay.
Oh, I got it on, brother.
All right. I'm gonna put you back in here right quick. We're gonna do this. All right. Let's see here. Okay, and here we go.
Yeah. Lawsuit coming.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, my name is Edward Lost Luggage with American Airlines Sucks.com. And we're very proud to be sponsors of Tiki Man Radio and specifically Flaz's Here's Your Signs. You know, at American Airlines Sucks.com, we take people to places they've never been before, whether they want to go or not. Have you ever thought you'd love to go visit a state you've never seen before on the spur of the moment? We do that all the time. Have you ever looked in your closet and thought, I hope I never see these clothes again? Well, we can make that happen. Visit AmericanAirlinesSucks.com and get on board, where our slogan is, we can't do anything right. And now, Flaz's Here's Your Sign.
Oh, me, man. Let me see here if I can get this. Now I got to go back and stop it here. And there we go. There we go. All right. And then let me go back up here and, doing things on the fly, Johnny. So
I got to tell you what, I'm sitting here laughing. I had to, get another headphones, which are right here. But,
yeah,
man, I tell you what, you were tearing them up, brother. Tearing them up.
AmericanAirlinesSucks.com. Gotta love it. Got to love it, man.
Yeah.
But
places you weren't planning on going to? Yes, American Airlines can get you there.
yeah, you ever look in your closet and said, I wished I ever saw these clothes again? We make that happen all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. You ever get to a destination and have no clothes? Oh, we make that happen all the time.
Yeah, we can do that too. Yeah. We send you to destinations you never seen before, whether you want to go or not.
Oh, that was great, man. You got to you got to roll the whole thing on the next show or on Sunday. Bring that back.
Yeah, I'll try to do that. But anyway, hey, we want to thank Dockmate Wireless Remote Control for being our sponsor for Weekdays with the Tiki Man and Johnny B. We want to thank all of you guys for joining us as well. If you hadn't hit that like button, please do. That helps us out tremendously. And we look forward to being back here next Friday and hopefully having Dockmate on then or the following week. They'll let me know what they want to do.
I'm looking forward to it. I love this relationship.
Yeah.
And maybe we can talk about another show called either the Boat Show Radio or Dock Side of the Moon.
Dock Side of the Moon.
Brought to you by Dockside USA.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll get Robin's voice coming in hot. Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, Johnny, thanks, man. We're going to let everybody fly. And thank you so much for being a part of the show. And make sure you hit that like button. And make sure you tune in for the Sunday show, Sunday Mornings with the Tiki Man, coming up this weekend. And, of course, Coastal Confessions tonight. Jukebox Saturday, and then Monday, you get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man. Starts at 6 o'clock, but Coastal Confessions tonight at 7 o'clock live from Key West. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to Dockmate and Weekdays with the Tiki Man and Johnny B. Have a great day, everybody.